Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to more Zero Hour. Welcome back to the World Series 2022 and another semi-final. The other semi-final to the Excal Vivid one we just saw earlier today. This time we are up in the north position, I believe, with the blue player. That is the GLA Tox. That is Fargo. We're on a map called Sovereignty. Sovereignty. And this will be Fargo's map pick, if I'm not mistaken. Down in the south, we have the orange player with the China tank, actually. China tank with the orange. This is big size. So, massively in favor of the GLA Tox. Just due to the massive defensive capability of the toxin tunnels, mainly. And SiZe having a lack of secondary eco, because the hackers for tank are known to be particularly bad. First unit going to be out for SiZe, but it's going to run straight into a terrorist probably, unless SiZe moves that back instantly. Fargo does not control fire to ground. He's more focused on this truck inside of his base. Truck's still on the run. That'll get a vet to technical. SiZe, even with the scrap deny, clearly wants to win. SiZe very rarely actually goes for the scrap deny. Entering the base now of Fargo. Going to probably shut down this rebel. Technical's coming in from different angles, and I think Fargo should be able to clear that up. Yeah, very nice. Gets himself a vet 2 on another technical as well. He's got 2 vet 2s now. And he's actually doing a big size tunnel inside of big size's base. SiZe has spotted it. Flame war begins. That tunnel in the main base does get stopped. And over on the right hand side we've got a flamer. Goes down to some scorpions. And technicals. Scrap deny came in though. From SiZe once again. So SiZe is going to be economically behind soon when Fargo gets all of these oils. Because he's done a more aggressive strat of these 2 supplies and the 2 war factories. SiZe flaming down the oil in the middle. Fargo putting pressure on this little attack from SiZe over on the right hand side. RPGs are going to go down, but not before doing major damage there to that Battlemaster. Technical for Fargo now entering the base of SiZe. Is he going to be able to deny some red guards? Looks like perhaps. A tunnel is completed now inside of SiZe's base over on the left side. Flamer going to enter the base, but there is a Scorpion there with the rocket upgrade. Stinger now being deployed inside of Fargo's base, just in case of any helix transition, anything like that. But Fargo now with this flanking tunnel on the left hand side might be able to go in and deny these red guards again. Looks like maybe not, actually. Not utilizing that tunnel at the minute. Technical running around for Fargo still. SiZe a bit contained on this corner of the map, particularly with this tunnel here. Popping some units there now. Flamer here. It's going to get taken down. SiZe running into his own flame wall there, killing several of his own gats with the help there of Fargo's units too. And Fargo definitely holding, definitely stabilizing. Getting a decent number of units out. So far so good, I think, there for Fargo. SiZe has been denied one of the oils there on the right hand side. Ooh, technical runs into the mines there, but it did kill 2 trucks though by the looks of things, so that's actually pretty big. Maybe that was a terror attack or something? A little bit odd. Fargo's on 2 arms dealers, one of them is fake. He's on loads of supplies though, even a supply down here as well. He's on so many supplies. I think we're heading towards a 1-0 now for Fargo. Just the fact that he's on so many supplies and he's got himself on 2 arms dealers. He's really settling into the game with the double arms dealer. Scorpion spam with the rockets. Flamer goes down inside of Fargo's base, but the oil there did take a beating and has now gone down. Has been cleared by the flame wall of Big SiZe's Flamer. Another Flamer trying to enter the base. Fargo tends to be on top of all these sneaky Flamers entering the base. Do we see a palace? Looks like no palace just quite yet. Fargo's sealing all of his entrances in case of a Lotus around the back, I guess. Just to stop any units coming there into the corner. But Fargo's on so many supplies, though, I can't really see any way he's going to lose this. He's expanded nice and quick. Yeah, Fargo seems to be scared of a Helix transition. There is an airfield and there's a prop going up as well. So yeah, he's got all bases covered, really. Literally all bases covered. But when I say that, I mean he's preparing for any eventuality. Anything that can kill him now would be Helixes. He's building Stingers just dotted around everywhere. He's got quads in the mix. And he's got enough Scorpions. He's covered against ground. He's covered against everything, to be honest. And he's way ahead in XP. But as you would expect here, I think it's very, very tricky for the tank to get anything done. Wow. Sneaky quad. Even I missed there for a second. Almost got SiZe's Helix. And SiZe is now moving in with the Helix. I think that's one of the worst decisions he's made this game, sending a half-dead Helix into this. Just even a few RPGs on a quad, or even just one quad was risky there, to be honest. Loses the Helix instantly. And it looks like this is going to be a bit of a cold death for SiZe in the next few minutes. Just being completely shut out of the game. There's nowhere he can really push. If he pushes here, he's going to struggle. If he pushes there, he's going to struggle. Just against the strong defenses, he's only got tier 1 units. You probably need an Emperor at this stage to clear that. But by that time, there's going to be a Palace up. There's going to be Jarman and stuff. Fargo's playing very, very well. I think Fargo's playing very, very well in general this tournament. He's not had an easy route to the semi-finals. Like, he fought Shay, he fought Freestyle, he fought SiZe here, he fought me in the previous round. Did he even have one easy round? Was like round 1? I think everything was quite difficult for Fargo, to be honest. There was no like 3 rounds like some people had like in round number 1. The SiZe continuing. He's trying to push. Not looking good for him, but he is hanging around trying to make this at least competitive. But Fargo has the entire map. SiZe is really contained. I think Fargo getting that tunnel up was really pivotal, actually. So SiZe has been trying to push here, but just really struggling against the sheer amount of defenses. Probably just a matter of time now before Fargo gets the Anthrax Gamma. And then these tunnels become even stronger. What, do like 50% extra damage or even more? But Fargo has a really nice mix of units there as well. Scorpions backed up by RPGs is really deadly for this. Even just a blob of RPGs is deadly because SiZe doesn't have any GATs in that mix or flamers or anything. Rebel Ambush now used on top of the Battle Master as well. Doesn't do too much, but it's distracting the Battle Masters more than anything. So when SiZe is running away now, Fargo's just chasing it all and just chipping away more and more at these units. Every one of these is Vet 2s. There's 200 XP in the bank for Fargo. Got an Albino Scorpion made an appearance. Mix come in to take out mainly the RPGs. There is a few still left. But I think even though SiZe is doing kind of okay, picking off some units here and there, ultimately, if you just look at the state of the map, how many blue dots there are around, this is looking really comfortable for Fargo, I think. SiZe has to keep these units here in case of a push. It looks like he's maybe mounting an attack there, but I don't think so. It's more just defensive. So yeah, SiZe has to keep the units there. You can't just bunker that off. But SiZe really needs to make a power play. He needs to make something happen. Otherwise, he's just literally going to die. SiZe now getting scudded from the left. The scud launches outside of the tunnel. These units now are dying. Very slow though, because it is the anthrax shots from Fargo. I don't think they're actually very useful. I think you're probably better making gamma buses, which he does have as well. And Big SiZe has been defeated. Yeah, very, very comfortable win there for Fargo. But it should be a 1-1 matchup unless Fargo has got a nice strat plan for the tank. He is a very aggressive player, usually with the tank. So let's see how that goes. Okay, jumping into game number 2. Hang on a minute. Oh no, I was confused there for a second. I was like, why is the tank in the south position again? But of course it is. It's just a different player. We have Fargo down in the south with the China tank, with the blue color. Up in the north, we have the orange, the GLA Tox, which is Big SiZe. So Big SiZe also opening double barracks. Pretty sure that Fargo did that in the reverse, and Fargo also going for a forward supply over on this right hand side. Is changing it up though. He's going to go for his oils in his main base and then probably into a war factory from that. Will he just make the 2 red guards, or will he be more greedy and make loads? I think whatever he does, whether he just makes the 2 red guards and gets them more quickly, or whether he makes 4 and just keeps SiZe as busy as possible with this truck rush. I think both are decent. I think he's just going to make the 2 red guard though, by the looks of things. 1 truck there does fall for Fargo. Fargo going to try and get into the main base of SiZe, but is that tunnel going to be able to finish? I think it's going to be stopped, but it's going to be pretty close. 1 worker falls, 2 worker falls. 3rd worker almost. 3rd and the 4th. SiZe now moves in with the technical. Fargo on top of the micro kills 5 workers. Pretty nice, actually. And the terrorist dies as well. SiZe is grabbing himself some oils. Fargo grabbing himself some oils. And Fargo comes in with the scrap deny there with the bunker. Gatlin is going to try and enter the base. SiZe is pretty well covered. Got a tunnel here, got a tunnel here. No more of those workers are going to die, probably to a gat. This tentacle's going to get chased away by a gat. I think straight away the start here for Fargo is better. I suppose it depends on what this technical actually gets done for SiZe inside of Fargo's base. SiZe loses the technical as well to the gat. He gets a Vet 2 gat now. SiZe has to chase that with his Scorpion, but the gat is on the run. Is the gat slightly faster? I'm not sure. SiZe with a tunnel down in the bottom left as well. And he's got a tunnel building here as well. Fargo could do with stopping both of those, but can he see it? I think it's out of his vision. Yeah, it's out of his vision. Fargo's still on the run with the Vet 2 gat up in the top left. Fargo might fight that a bit and then make a run for it, because if your gat's faster and it's going to heal, might be kind of okay. Is he going to run though? Doesn't look like he's on the run. Yeah, loses the gat. Bit bad there from Fargo. He should have saved that, really. Fargo's going to run into a toxin tunnel here. Yeah, not a hell of a lot going Fargo's way. It was kind of a nice start with that truck rush. But you don't need just a good start with a tank. You need a good start, a good mid, and a good finish. Because it is that imbalanced. The Tox significantly stronger. But SiZe with his tunnel down in the bottom left. He's also got a tunnel here. So SiZe could pop anything really and just start hitting that. But Fargo is going for a helix. But I think SiZe knows about it though. Or maybe not actually. He sees the barracks, but he doesn't see the tank hunters just yet. Gatlin in the middle, going to be focused down by the bunker and the Scorpion. Sneaky flamer for Fargo, but not so sneaky when SiZe has a tunnel right there. He's also popped the Scorpion. And it's getting to a similar point, really, to the previous game. How many quads does he have? Yeah, he has 2 quads and a bunch of RPGs. Is that helix going to survive? No. It's pretty grim, to be honest, for the tank. On this particular map, it's so big, and like those 2 tunnels again probably sealed this game. Sealed the fate of this game, let's say. Scorpions and RPGs now going to go to work on the power plant. Fargo manages to get himself a helix. Fargo might be able to clear that position, but a bunch of RPGs. Is that RPGs? No, it's not RPGs, actually. It's actually quads. The RPGs are actually over here. Yeah, when I saw that infantry unit, I thought that might be RPGs, but apparently not. It's actually a rebel. Fargo in the base now with a flamer, killing the barracks. If Fargo can now go back, repair that helix, and then get his helix numbers up, he might be able to get some good work done. Okay, so Fargo's building up the flaming numbers. Still got this helix flying around. Going to use that to help out on the tunnel. Flamer in the middle going to try and take down the oil, but it's going to get stopped, I think, by the quads. SiZe doing a... well, trying to rebuild a tunnel down in the bottom left, but keeps getting denied by this helix. And all of a sudden, it's actually not looking so bad for Fargo. Now he's cleared all this left side position. That helix almost killed the gap from when the workers were being made and going inside of the gap. Or going near it, rather. Yeah, and if Fargo can get his helix back, repair it, and then get the helix numbers up, because he's got 3 now, that's actually not that bad of a position. I think this mid is in danger for SiZe, because that artillery platform looks like it's hitting the tunnel, and there's 3 flamers on the way, so I don't know if SiZe is going to pop there or not. Flamer's going to work on this oil. Is SiZe going to pop there? I don't know if he is. No, he doesn't pop. Would have been a bit risky if he did pop. He's actually popped from way back, and Fargo's actually gaining most of the map control now. He actually has another tunnel. Sorry, another supply over on the right-hand side. Bunch of quads out for SiZe, looking for whatever damage they can get done. Another supply being built by Fargo down in the bottom left. Just needs to get his second truck. He's getting the refinery. Bunch of flamers here for Fargo, keeping SiZe at bay for now. Fargo definitely doing better with the tank. SiZe is losing Scorpions here. The one's already dead. Is that one going to die? It looks like it's going to survive. But the helixes are over on the left-hand side, and that could be Fargo throwing the game. Because he's about to run into a complete death trap. There's 2 tunnels here, a bunch of RPGs, a Stinger, and the quads there as well. So I think this is a big mistake from Fargo. He's going to lose all of his helixes, probably 3. Oh, it's painful, man. That's painful. Fargo's in a really good position until he's just wasted them licks. Okay, SiZe over on the left-hand side, building a supply in the tunnel. Fargo's expanded here as well, but he's going to get stopped in his tracks there. SiZe is focused on this licks up in the top right. Yeah, I think if Fargo had kept them lixes, he would have been in a really good position, but now he's having to rebuild them. They're expensive. They are expensive. SiZe establishing control over on the left. So Fargo's built another war factory over on the left-hand side, but it's going to get closed down straight away. It's going to give XP to these units. Fargo's thinking about coming in with elixirs, but this is some really bad helix decisions. And another Lix falls. Gat's temporarily winning on the ground, but now a load of RPGs and more quads have popped. And it's a bit of a trade-off, really. War Factory survives, but pretty much every single unit of Fargo has gone down, apart from a couple of Gats. And SiZe is now established on this left-hand side. Fargo floating 8k, so he does have the money if he wants to build even more helixes. But the helix micro so far has not been the best. Fargo is focused a little bit on that tunnel that's being built. Artillery comes in to help Fargo, and Fargo might actually be able to clear this position. Mine drop on the base. It's going to hit the quads. 1 quad dies, 1 quad escapes. Fargo continues his rampage over on the left-hand side. SiZe now getting the bounty money. And SiZe is going to be kicked off this position. A bit of a Fargo pop there. Definitely an engagement that SiZe can't win. And SiZe does get kicked off this position. He's got a dozer here as well. Fargo does, so he can re-expand. It's just like Fargo's doing so well. It's just the only thing that's let him down is the Helix Micro. So like, imagine if those 3 Helixes didn't die for free earlier. And then imagine if that 1 Helix there didn't die for free. Fargo would now have 4 Helixes plus those 3. He'd have 7 Helixes plus this decent ground army that he's been using. His ground fighting has been amazing, but his air units have been absolutely awful. So he'd have 7 Helixes now. He'd be a clear favorite to win. And even maybe now he's still favorite to win. But imagine if he had 7 Helixes, though. There would be no doubt about it. Couple of bunkers on the right, as well as that artillery platform. And I think Fargo will be very happy with this position as the China tank. But it is SiZe you're dealing with, and he is DoMiNaToR. He's got 3 oils plus a refinery. Units everywhere for Fargo. He's playing out of his mind at the moment. It's with the ground army. Let's not big up the Helixes, which is very, very questionable. Fargo now pushing into these tunnels. Is SiZe going to pop from there? I don't think so. So SiZe is going to lose even more ground here. Flamer not really doing anything at the moment. Is being moved back now. Fargo does have the repair bay as well. Pop now from SiZe, but mainly the quads. And quads are not going to have an easy time against ECMs and Battlemasters. They're actually going to really struggle. So Fargo's probably happy to take that fight. Moving ECMs to deflect the rockets of the Scorpions, but sometimes he's actually focusing on the units, disabling them. Over on the left-hand side, another little army ready to go. But SiZe has just lost his whole army. CC nearly built for big SiZe. ECM's disabling the quads. Could be a TNT coming in here, but I think that's a bit of a desperation move because it looks like Fargo is going to win with the China tank. He's now closing down the arms dealers to SiZe. SiZe losing all of his units. TNT comes in. Helix has now come in as well. Like, just imagine if there was like another 4, there'd be 8 Helixes. It would be 100% won. But Fargo looks like he is going to win anyway. And SiZe has got to be scratching his head here thinking, you know what, how have I lost with the Tox? It's got to be thinking that. Rebel ambush used on top of the army, but it's on the level 1. Helix has moved out of the way. CC has been taken out. Nuclear missile on the battlefield. MiGs are circling. And Fargo just seems like he's playing near perfect. Just the Helix thing. Just the Helix thing. Apart from that, he is on form. Maybe he should be coming in with that wave now. Lewis is just kind of chilling. Quads being disabled. Yeah, those Helixes, man. What is he doing with these Helixes? It just literally baffles me what he is doing with these Helixes. Because that's like, what? The fifth Helix has been completely wasted for absolutely no reason throughout this game. But the rest of it has more than made up for it. The rest of the play is more than made up for it. But just imagine how flawless it could be with the amount of Helixes he should have. He's building a nuke. He is building a nuke inside of SiZe's base. That's even more of a humiliation than building a CC in the base. What a legendary play there from Fargo. Fair play. 2-0 their start against big SiZe. Actually, a worse start there for SiZe than actually I had against Fargo. Because I think my game 1-1? Or did I go 2-0 up initially? I think it was 1-1 initially, wasn't it? Yeah, 1-1 because it was air demo. But 2-0 start there for Fargo. He'll be very happy with that. In semi-finals, let's see about game number 3. Okay, jumping into game number 3, we're on Blossoming Valley. Down in the south, we have Fargo with the blue Gillet Stealth. Up in the north, we have the Gillet Vanilla. The orange player, that is big SiZe. So winnable both ways here. Gillet Vanilla and Stealth, both very strong, to be honest. I think SiZe would be happy to play with the Gillet because you get Scorpions. He likes to be generally quite aggressive with the Scorpions, going double arms dealer, stuff like that, taking as much ground as possible. And I think Fargo will also be happy to play the stealth, to be honest, because you get stealth tunnels. Your units are cheap, just like the GLA vanilla. The technicals cost the same, the buggies cost the same. But the difference is, I suppose, in the later game, your stealth scud launchers, super weapons rather, and your naturally stealth tunnels in the buggy fights, that's where it will favor the stealth more so. Different strats here. SiZe going for the more aggressive TNT style, and Fargo going for more normal kind of 3 supplies that you sometimes see on this map, or often see on this map, let's face it. Okay, SiZe's TNT coming in. He's also secured this bunker with a worker. TNT is coming in and heading for the arms dealer. Could get the double here. Fargo turns around, but he is not focused on it just yet. SiZe is coming in and going for the double. Fargo's heart will sink a little bit, and it does get the double, but it only gets the arms dealer down to the hole. One of the workers there does get run over, and a few workers over here getting run over too. But Fargo can recover from that. Just needs to get that 3rd supply up, and then even still, he'll be more economically ahead than SiZe, because SiZe has not expanded to his 3rd yet. So SiZe obviously on just the 2 for now. Fargo does have an idle worker there, or actually 2 idle workers. So he's only collecting on 3 workers there. Definitely wants to be collecting on more than that. Is SiZe coming in for another TNT? Looks like not. Fargo's here with his own tech RPG, going to chase away SiZe's unit. SiZe now expanding to a 3rd supply himself, so kind of even, but I would like Fargo to get more workers collecting, because those 2 idle means you're only collecting on 3. Is not good, but now he is doing something with them. Yeah, he's rebuilding them now. Fargo with another tunnel over on the left-hand side. Fargo with a single technical across onto SiZe's side of the map. SiZe coming in with a bunch of technicals. Does run into a tunnel though. A bunch of RPGs pop. There is a quad out as well. And one of the technicals for SiZe there does fall. Has 2 RPGs inside of it. SiZe comes in for the kill on this quad. Does get it and gets some scrap. Nope. Now gets some scrap. Could get a super tech there as well, but actually decides not to be greedy. So yeah, SiZe being the more aggressive. He's ahead in XP. He's killed more. But Fargo with a nice flanking position over on this left side. Fargo now trying to enter the base of SiZe, but runs straight into the wrong position. Tech RPG is completely wiped out, and SiZe has got a nice load of veterancy now on these. So he should be king of the map control at the moment in terms of where the workers are building tunnels and stuff. He should be able to shut them down easily, like that one, for example. Nice little find there for SiZe, because if that tunnel got up, it could have changed things. SiZe's supply then would have been in danger. Fargo is pushing with some quads, going to pick off one of the few technicals that SiZe has. Fargo decides to cancel that tunnel. SiZe expanding to another supply then in the middle. And technicals run away for the time being. Another tunnel now being built by Fargo over on the right side. It's going to get found by these RPGs though. And probably will die before it gets that tunnel finished. Pretty sure. SiZe denying another tunnel from Fargo. Fargo trying to gain as much ground as possible. He does have his rebel in position to get the oil. SiZe economically ahead now because he's got the extra supply. He doesn't have the capture upgrade just yet, and we can't see actually if Fargo has it. He does have it. He does have the capture upgrade. Just needs to actually wait for the cooldown to finish and then get the actual oil, which he is doing. Fargo still on 1 arms dealer. SiZe on 2. SiZe only recently was playing a Agility Mirror Challenge against Boyka, so he's very, very fresh in the moment, I would say. in terms of the Gillet mirrors. Fargo with a lot of quads and RPGs fighting this army of SiZe, which is basically a mixture of Scorpions and quads. SiZe continues to gain ground. I think he's trying to edge ever closer to this oil so he can either kill it or capture it for himself. SiZe now moving in with a load of Scorpions. Fargo actually decided to back off for a second. Extra tunnel does finish. Now a repop from Fargo, but he does lose a lot of quads there. 2 quads instantly. The rest of them were damaged, but luckily for him, some of them are actually escaping back inside of the tunnel. SiZe now with a lot of Scorpions, as well as these technicals, and Fargo actually deciding to take the fight over to the right-hand side. Yeah, it looks like both players are playing on form in this game, but Fargo, I think he's been playing catch-up ever since he took that massive TNT hit in the beginning. SiZe building a palace up in the top right, whereas the palace for Fargo is actually more advanced. He's actually closer to finishing it. Second arms dealer now up for Fargo as well. Technicals for SiZe still alive, but one of them goes a little bit too close there and actually loses its life. Whereas SiZe is trying to push this mid position now from more of the left mid. It's clear in this first tunnel here of Fargo. SiZe is now level 3. SiZe is also occupying this building. Over on the right side, saves his tunnel. And wins quite a key engagement there, I feel. SiZe now pushing the artillery platform over on the right side. SiZe has his artillery platform as well. The front lines for the 2 tunnels don't get much closer than that. SiZe's army has now killed the artillery platform of Fargo, which should make things a lot easier pushing in here, because otherwise that artillery platform is always firing down on these Scorpions. Technical now comes in for Fargo, kills the oil there of big SiZe with loads of tunnels around Fargo's own oil. So if Fargo can hold on this right side position, I think he's in an okay position, because he has an oil lead at the moment. Maybe depends on these buggies. Can they get anything done? Because these tunnels are all so compact and close together, maybe they're not actually able to get anything done. Gonna have to come in from a different angle or hit somewhere else. Or yeah, come all the way from the base now. Needs to get the rocket upgrade, although the ammo upgrade for the buggies. It looks like Fargo will be cleared from this position. He still has a supply here though. Does SiZe know that is there? So if we look on his vision, he actually can't see it. He's found it now though. He has found it now. The splash damage has found it. But yeah, because the terrain is so awkward here, these buggies have to go kind of close to these Scorpions. Before they're able to get anything done. And SiZe is now building markets. He's spreading them around. He's building his CC. Fargo is level 3. He's building his own markets. SiZe now with a monstrous army, as well as the buggies over on this right side, and continues to push Fargo back. Fargo does have the buggy ammo upgrade now, though. SiZe does as well. Fargo's not getting the bounty money, though, for all of these kills. DoMiNaToR is in action. And SiZe's attack has had the sting taken out a bit, just a tiny little bit. Jarman versus Jarman. Fargo usually wins the Jarman engagements. But is he going to win this one? Because SiZe is aware of where this Jarman is. Fargo's building up those all-important buggy numbers. He still has an oil lead. He's got 2 markets of his own, whereas SiZe is basically building double at the minute, but he only has 2 existing, so it's kind of even in terms of the money situation. But Fargo is 2 supplies behind, and he's got workers' shoes as well, so it does account for a lot. DoMiNaToR for big SiZe over on the right side, and he snipes a little bit too soon, because Jarman there for Fargo does win that engagement, but Jarman is not getting any of the bounty money there. Fargo looks like he's going to lose this oil. Over on the left-hand side. Does save it. Brings in his own buggies. Loses a couple of his own buggies for that, though. Or actually one. This one is just really injured. SiZe maybe wants to come in again with his buggies. Is he going to be able to hit it? Need another defensive structure there if you're going to block all of these barrages from the buggies. Bit of a bad engagement there for SiZe. He really wants this. Really wants the oil kill. But it's going a little bit too close to the tunnels. Oil is still alive. SiZe really going for it with the Scorpions now. Is he going to be able to get it? No. Oil still survives for Fargo. SiZe coming in now with his own buggies again. He's going to hit the oil, and is this going to be the one that kills it? No, still not. SiZe really struggling to kill this oil. It's actually unbelievable. How many times is that? He's like, what, six times he's gone for that oil, and it's just been getting repaired and defended every single time. CC now being built for Fargo, but he's not had the bounty money for so long. I think it's a mistake that you might not be able to make in the World Series Finals if he makes it to the World Series Finals. SiZe once again goes a little bit too close to these tunnels. Loses a few buggies for that, and he's building a Scud Storm back in his base. Scud Storm also being built for Fargo over on the left-hand side. SiZe still trying to kill this oil. But Fargo has to go close to this bunker to defend it, and it's his oil currently not being repaired, but he brings another worker to now repair it, and that building has actually been cleared now. So Fargo might have a better time defending this. I think Fargo needs to build another structure in front of it to protect this oil. Needs to build another tunnel there. Fargo really trying to defend it, but there's so many RPGs now. So many buggies here for SiZe. Is he finally going to be able to get this oil? I think that's going to be the one that kills it. He does get it. Very painful engagements there for SiZe, but he does get it eventually. Fargo just needed a few more structures. He had 10 tunnels. He just needed 15 tunnels, and that oil would have been safe. SiZe trying to creep forward on the right side. Just remember that these two supplies are still in play for SiZe, so he's getting so much more money. Fargo trying to keep up with the market production. Probably has there or thereabouts even with SiZe at the minute, but it's just 2 supplies down. Is yeah, quite a blow. Quite even in terms of XP. Fargo needs to be careful of that bunker because he is going a little bit too close to it. Loses a Vet 2 buggy there. Yep, $180 for SiZe. Yeah, it's a nice play from Fargo, to be fair, and SiZe. Fargo now with a bit of aggression of his own over on the left-hand side. First Scud Storm is up for big SiZe. 5 minutes on the timer. Another Scud also being built for SiZe. Buggy's coming in for Fargo, but this bunker is a hell of a fully loaded for SiZe, and yeah, the buggies for Fargo are being hit like crazy, and the buggies are being hit as well. Very favorable engagement there for big SiZe. John Kell there snipes one of the buggies of big SiZe, so 2 of the buggies there were disabled. SiZe still collecting on this top left position. Fargo still collecting on the bottom left position. That one is mined out, that one is mined out. So yeah, it's only 1 supply for both players in their main bases. But SiZe is collecting on 2 supplies here, though. Yeah, SiZe's Jarman in the base now. Fargo can snipe that worker if he wants to, building the tunnel at the front of his base. Jarman versus Jarman, and Fargo's going to win that engagement again. That's quite unfortunate for SiZe because that Jarman literally just rocked up. Yeah, Fargo very good at these Jarman engagements. Okay, SiZe with loads of buggies on the left-hand side now. Fargo with loads of buggies on the right-hand side. I think SiZe has superior numbers, though. SiZe getting kicked off this supply in the middle. The Jarman sniping the workers. SiZe pushing Fargo back a little bit on the left-hand side. Two Scud Storms now up for SiZe. think he's still in a more favorable position. If we do a market count, Fargo has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but one of them is a fake. And if we do a count for SiZe, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but some of them are still building, so economy in terms of the markets is actually very even, but SiZe is still on at least one extra supply. But there's only, what, 1.5... yeah, 3k extra there, so it's actually kind of even. Could all come down to who does the best sneak attack and the best Anthrax bomb, but SiZe does have an extra Scud Storm, and his Scud is going to be the first to fire as well. So yeah, just a buggy versus buggy war, but this is where one of the advantages of Fargo comes into play. The fact that all of his defenses are stealth. SiZe has to always be scanning or force firing the ground to clear a defense. Could at any time run into a stealth tunnel. Whereas SiZe does have some stealth tunnels, but he spent 1.5k on those tunnels there to be stealthed at the front. Can hear a Saboteur. SiZe seems to be aware the Saboteur could be on the way. Pulls his whole army to defend the Scuds, so Fargo might actually be happy with that, because now he'll actually use that time to push SiZe back. Saboteur just kind of chilling for the time being, not doing anything else. I don't think it's going to get in all honesty, but Fargo has utilized that to push SiZe back in the middle. So Fargo just kind of chilling there at the minute. Maybe realizing that he's not actually going to get one of the Scuds. SiZe gaining ground. Sorry, Fargo gaining ground in the middle. Got Anthrax Bomb now for SiZe. Is that going to be on the production? Fargo seems already prepared for it, because he's already got Toxin Tractor out. Something you don't see very often from the players is a Toxin Tractor just ready. It's either a mistake or he's preemptively got that ready. We've got a sneak attack now from SiZe as well. I think there will be a Scud hit there.
General, a Scud Storm has
Oh, it's actually gone on the Palace. Scud Storm being launched by Fargo. That's actually on the main base.
You have reached a higher rank.
Ooh, what the... what happened there? Was that just where the Toxin Tractor went down? Yeah, I think it's the Toxin Tractor and it got hull moded. Scud Storm hits the main base there of SiZe. But SiZe still has this sneak attack. He could have probably re-popped from there, but that's going to be focused down now. The Palace has been cleared of Fargo. Is Fargo rebuilding it anywhere, or does he not have enough cash? Got 2 Scud Storms up now for both players. The next Scud Storm to fire will be SiZe's. Actually, the next 2 to fire will be both SiZe's. The Saboteur is gone. I'm going to guess that went in to try and do something and failed. Okay, SiZe now with quite a beast of an army. A mix of units, quads, scorpions, and buggies. GPS scrambled. Over on the right side, it was being scanned for a second. Fargo comes in with his buggies, but goes a little bit too close to the army, loses 2 of his own buggies. Anthrax Bomb from Fargo on the main base of SiZe, but SiZe is force firing the ground. One advantage of the Scorpions, if you get the Toxin Shells upgrade, you can clear the Anthrax. SiZe going to fire a Scud in 6 seconds. Fargo lost $800 there in the tunnel. Where is that Scud Storm going to hit? Does he know where the Scuds are of Fargo? You could hit the Scud Storm here. Could clear some tunnels in the Palace. But will SiZe be able to clear that without the help of the Scud Storm? Possibly. Continues to push forward. He's pushing into these tunnels. Scud Storm fires, and that's actually going to hit the production there of Fargo. think SiZe will utilize that time just to go full unit production, and I think he might be able to close out the game because that's going to really hurt Fargo's production. Fargo's still on 1 war factory, but realistically, can he make enough units to stop that now? Palace is going to get hit again, so no more buggies. I think Fargo's going to do it. GPS scramble comes in just on a couple of units. Did that even work? Yeah, it did. Fargo's been defeated. SiZe has too many units. Well played there from Big SiZe. Nice double TNT from the beginning. Capitalized on it and managed to close out the game. Gets himself on the scoreboard. 2-1 is the score. Okay, jumping into the next one. We got Fargo now up in the north for the GLA Vanilla in the blue color. All the way down in the south position with the orange GLA Stealth. This is Big SiZe. Yeah, definitely winnable for either the GLA or the Stealth here, as you saw in that previous game. It's pretty close. Yeah, 100% can be won either way. Both very, very strong armies and a balanced matchup. GLA Stealth obviously has no tanks, but you do have the stealth tunnels. And sorry, yeah, what did I just say? The GLA Vanilla obviously has tanks but no stealth tunnels, but the Stealth has no tanks but it does have stealth tunnels. Yeah, I think I said that correct, but for some reason I thought I said it wrong. Worker on the left side gets denied building a tunnel there for SiZe. SiZe is building a tunnel on the right though. Tunnel on the right does finish. Fargo's worker on the right side gets found. SiZe coming in the technical. Looks like a TNT again. Is Fargo going to be better prepared for it this time? One of Fargo's terrorists gets found. TNT is coming in. I think Fargo would have selected that or tried to select it. Oh, TNT for Fargo does not reach its target. It gets popped open by a tunnel. And technicals with RPGs. SiZe is just running around trying to escape with his own technical. So both players went for the same strat. Both failed so far. But I think Fargo failed more miserably because his technical actually got stopped and the terrorist died, whereas SiZe is actually still running around and might actually kill something in the end anyway. He's going to actually try to go in. Is he going to unload in front of the arms dealer? Yes, he is. Gets the arms dealer, but only down to the hole. Not quite sure what happened to the terrorist there. But the arms dealer does survive. The all-important arms dealer. 2.5k's worth of building survives at the hole. So SiZe trying to push over on this right side. Fargo desperately trying to build this tunnel because his supply on the right side is now in danger. Tech RPG for Fargo is the choice of units for the defense. And nice bit of micro so far. Moving his technicals back. Letting the RPGs do the work. But there's just too many numbers there for SiZe. And SiZe could get a couple of super techs now. He kills that and gets the scrap. Is Fargo going to deny that? I don't think so. Is SiZe going to get the scrap there? Don't know why you wouldn't get the scrap. He's got an opportunity here to get a super tech. Is sending the technical there. Does get himself a super tech. Fargo's in a really bad position. Fargo's barracks is now getting hit by the super tech. Fargo, if he gets the oils, could still get back into this, but SiZe is collecting on 3 supplies, but it's only 3 workers over on this right side supply. Technical's now trying to empty the base. If they get round the back there, could cause some problems like for this barracks. Barracks is getting hit, is getting repaired by Fargo. Extra supply being built by SiZe, actually taking Fargo's supply up in the top right of the map. Tech RPG still running around inside of Fargo's base. Does spot the second arms dealer, but Fargo has grabbed himself 2 oils, so he's still in with a major chance of having secured himself now 2 oils. Tunnel there does finish with Fargo. Is he going to pop anything? Nope. Don't think he has anything more than what he's got out at the moment with the quads. So SiZe on 4 supplies, but only collecting on a few workers over here. And the 4th supply happens to be Fargo. So if Fargo can push SiZe out of his base and reclaim that supply for himself, Tentacles come in with the quads here of big SiZe. SiZe trying to be a lot more aggressive this game, and he's actually broken through the first tunnel there of Fargo. So Fargo's main supply is now in danger. This could be a quick game, you know, this could be a quicker one. Main supply here of Fargo has to now be sold. SiZe not sitting back, not relaxing here. Managed to get the TNT off again, and it is working out nicely for him. Yeah, main supply of Fargo has to be sold. Fargo's only on 1 supply versus SiZe's 4. Probably soon to be a 5th. He's building a 5th there in the middle. So yeah, maybe Fargo's weakness is this TNT. Continued TNT on his arms dealer. It's hit twice in a row, and it looks like SiZe is going to get the win twice in a row with it. SiZe trying to clear this position. He has a lot of RPGs inside of his tacticals. Oil is getting focused down. Is SiZe going to lose his super attack here? Might do. Nope. It's going to escape for now for SiZe. 2 arms dealers in play. The big SiZe. One of the quads there gets picked off. SiZe is just, I think, so economically ahead that Fargo needs to win all these engagements and more if he is to win. This engagement's going kind of okay for him. If SiZe finishes that tunnel, it could support this a lot, but actually SiZe is losing a hell of a lot of units. He is losing pretty much every single unit. And Fargo comes out on top, but he did lose that oil. Fargo's rebuilt his 2nd supply, or his main, rather. Another pop now from Fargo, trying to enter the main base of SiZe. SiZe with a bit of a pop of his own. The only buggy for SiZe gets a shot off and then actually runs away. There's mainly only Scorpions out now for Fargo, so if these RPGs get back up in their numbers and pick off that quad, then yeah, these Scorpions are in trouble now, and Fargo's been defeated. GG, well played there for SiZe. Is that Fargo being tilted now? Or is he now going to enter another level or another gear and be able to turn things around? Because, yeah, he's just lost 2 in a row after going 2-0 up. Okay, jumping into the next one is Oil Rampage. Down in the bottom left, we have the blue player with a GLA Tox, which is Fargo. Up in the top right, we've got another GLA mirror on our hands. This is the GLA Vanilla with the orange color. This is big SiZe. So I think the Tox has the advantage here from the early to mid game, particularly like with clearing out these bunkers and stuff like that. Being able to bring a tech and a rebel early on with some RPGs, drop off a worker, you're probably going to be able to secure these bunkers. Might be able to use that to either kill the enemy outright or just use them to focus down the oils. Yeah, if it does go super late game, the buggies are cheaper for the GLA. 900 against, is it 1,000 or 1,100 for the Tox for a buggy? Okay, finish unit is out for Fargo from the arms dealer. This is a rebel with some RPGs and a worker. Fargo is going for the oils, going for 3 rebels. But these 2 oils here are in danger because Big SiZe has a big tunnel over on the left side, and that rebel now can be hit by the RPGs. I think that rebel will not make it. Fargo does secure this bunker and immediately starts building a tunnel. Technical for Fargo, going to crush some workers. This oil over on the left side for Fargo does get denied. Fargo will lose that engagement as well. It's going to get probably scrapped up technical now. Does get the scrapped up technical. But Fargo is capturing an oil over on SiZe's side of the map. Technical for SiZe going to go and enter the main base. Going to kill a load of workers there. And is killing a load of workers. And SiZe is going to reign supreme there until a load of technicals come for Fargo. Because just one like that, you're probably going to give him a super tech. SiZe winning the engagement up in the top as well. SiZe could have grabbed himself a super tech there, but instead he actually runs back and he runs into a tunnel. Bit of poor micro there from SiZe. Maybe SiZe was focused here. A lot of RPGs being killed. Bunker did get flushed out. Fargo needs to pop another unit. Maybe it be a Scorpion. It's only just remaking his workers back on his main. And yes, SiZe needs to pop Fargo needs to pop a Scorpion. Just needs to kill that Toxin Tractor. Put the RPGs back in there, and all of a sudden he's still in a strong position. Fargo does grab one more oil, despite SiZe's attempt to try and stop it. And SiZe is in danger now. Scorpion's entering his base, entering his worker line. There's only 2 workers collecting there, and SiZe does not have his oils up in the top left. So SiZe doing some good harassment of his own, but Fargo has secured 2 additional oils inside of SiZe's base. Technical for SiZe does enter Fargo's base again and killing all the workers on the main once again. So damage done on both sides. Is that Technical now going to die, or is it actually going to escape? Ooh, it does escape, only just. But it is going to head over back down to the right hand side. Scorpion in the main base of big SiZe, killing workers again. SiZe was getting his supply captured there as well. SiZe now trying some aggression over on the right side of these tunnels, but the Scorpion numbers for Fargo are getting up now, and he should be able to clear these tunnels from SiZe. And if he does clear that and gets his oil and refinery down the bottom right, he's in a really strong position, because this bunkered position here is just really, really tough. SiZe still only collecting on 2 workers on his main. SiZe goes a little bit too close to the tunnel, takes a lot of damage on his technical over on the left. But this left position now probably will get cleared. But interestingly, SiZe has not made another Toxin Tractor, and he's still on a single arms dealer. Yeah, you would expect the Toxin Tractor to be coming around the back here and then trying to hit this bunker, especially like now when Fargo's army was all out of position. But I think now SiZe might have already lost, because he's losing all the map control inside of Fargo's side of the map. Gonna lose that technical there pretty much for free as well. Was that TNT? Yeah, it was a TNT. Killed 2 Scorpions for it though. Is SiZe going to be able to get in with that one? Tech RPG this one is. Technical gets cleared. SiZe is going for a little bit of aggression here with just a few RPGs, but Fargo's going for a counter attack with a load of Scorpions. I think SiZe's base is in danger. SiZe doing a good job at denying these oils and refinery down in the bottom right, or 1 oil or 1 refinery. Fargo continues the aggression with a Scorpion wave. Fargo once again trying to capture SiZe's supply. Will SiZe be able to stop it, or is he going to sell it? SiZe does deny it. I think it's going to die eventually. It's going to have to be sold, because Fargo's set up another tunnel now right in front of the worker line. Fargo is on a palace. No CC in sight yet, but they're also not level 3 yet. But hope we don't see him like get to level 4 and then build a CC, like we pretty much did in a previous game. Want to see the bounty money come into effect straight away. Yeah, Fargo harassing an oil now in the mid. Finally killing the supply over on the right side. But he still does not have his refinery and 1 oil. Needs to send a rebel over there. He has 2 rebels ready to go. Is he sending them over there now? Additional supply being added for Fargo inside of SiZe's base. Bit of a funky position, but it'll still do the trick. Big aggression now from Fargo over on the left side. But so many Scorpions for SiZe. I think he's going to be able to hold this. Is able to hold it for now, but did take a lot of damage. Lost a lot of units and lost a lot of HP on this supply. And he's still not collected over on the right. Here comes the Toxin Tractor now for SiZe over on the right side. Is he going to be able to flush out that bunker? Nope. SiZe losing an oil now in the middle of the map. Fargo still doesn't have his oil and refinery down at the bottom right because he just got denied so many times there for Fargo by SiZe's continued technicals all the way through the game. SiZe on a super tech once again, but at this stage in the game when there's so many Scorpions and even buggies out, it's going to have less impact than it would do earlier on. Fargo's floating 13k. The problem for Fargo because this supply is so funky, when the workers come out, they literally can't go to where they need to get, so they're actually just going the long way. So they're going to go up this mountain, and then they're going to go and collect from here, which is hilarious. Interestingly, though, they're actually going to scout a big size tunnel over on the right side. It's actually quite rare to see something like that. What these workers are doing. Oh, man. Those 2 workers there aren't going to make it. Those 3 workers aren't going to make it. It's the longest worker migration to collect some supplies you've ever seen. These ones are going to get hit, and they're actually giving SiZe the $20 cash bounty. He's still making more and more workers. He's still making more, man. Has he realized now? He's pulling one back. SiZe is going to lose this tunnel on the right, but SiZe has also got a decent amount of buggies out. Jean Kelly's out for SiZe as well, but right next to the Jean Kell of Fargo. Fargo didn't use his Jarman just yet, but he can do as soon as he looks here. Still hasn't used it. Both Jarman's being used, but both not sniping each other. SiZe goes a little bit too close to these bunkers. I think Fargo might be too rich, you know, for SiZe to win this. 2 Scud Stormers being built. Like, SiZe is getting a decent amount of buggies out, but he needs that and more, honestly, because his economy is so far behind. It was actually a TNT on oil that I've completely missed. CC being built now by SiZe, but I think, does Fargo already have his CC? Yeah, he already has his CC. Toxin Tractor for SiZe coming in once again, but again, SiZe going a little bit too close to this bunker with his buggies. The bunker has been cracked though, and there's only 1 RPG ready to go back in if it does get repaired. Jarman versus Jarman still in the middle. Bit of a standoff at the moment, neither of them being used, but they are literally right next to each other. Fargo's backing off with his own buggies for the time being, but he's so far ahead though. He's got 2 Scuds now up. And even if SiZe kills these oils, they're actually belonging to SiZe anyway because they're on SiZe's map, SiZe's side of the map. So it's still more of an insult to SiZe if these actually go down. He ideally wants to collect him for himself. Is that SiZe's first Jarman Kell win throughout the set so far? Big SiZe's Jarman. Battle Bus makes his way over to the left-hand side. It's getting loads of crushers here and loads of bounty money. Rebel... It's going to capture the supply. Nice there for Fargo. And he's actually chilling now up in the top left. Is that battle burst going to die? No, it kills 3 buggies. So very nice there for Fargo. That battle burst well worth it. Even for all the $40 worker kills was helping pay for it. Very, very nice. from Fargo. Okay, SiZe is still a decent number of buggies up, but he has a lot of work to do because he is so far behind. He's an oil down there as well. Whereas Fargo's lost 1 oil. SiZe has lost an additional... a hell of a lot, actually, because 1 even belongs to Fargo. That's +1 for him, -1 for SiZe. -1, -1, -1. So SiZe is like 4 oils down, and Fargo's like 1 oil up. So he's leagues and leagues ahead. He's got 3 Scud Storms now. And if those 3 Scuds get to fire, SiZe's entire base is going to get completely wrecked. Jarman versus Jarman. Fargo wins this one. And Big SiZe has been defeated. Yeah, it was a bit of a shutout there once Fargo got his economy rolling. Very, very nice game indeed. 3-2 for Fargo. Okay, jumping into the next game. Up in the top right, we have the Gilly Vanilla. That is the blue player. That is Fargo. Down in the bottom left, we have the orange player, the Gilly Tox. This is Big SiZe. So yeah, like some previous matchups, it's winnable both ways. I do prefer to have the Tox, mainly because of the main point that actually won Fargo the match, which was occupying that bunker with a tech and a rebel. Actually, I think he secured it even without the rebel, because he actually ran over SiZe's rebel. But what Fargo is doing differently here is actually building a tunnel right there. So if SiZe does occupy it, then he's going to have a toxin tractor ready to go to re-pop and secure it for himself. And he's actually not making a second supply, Fargo, as well. He's actually just going heavy on the rebels. He's sending a lot of workers over to the left-hand side. I say a lot. I actually thought there was only 2, but now I see 3 now. So, interesting there from Fargo. It's going more heavy on the tunnels, skipping that second supply. Very heavy on the oils. SiZe has gone for 2 supplies. First technical for him is out. First technical for Fargo is coming out as well, but it's much faster for Big SiZe. Fargo's actually preemptively focusing down his own bunker, which is, yeah, he's very scared of that bunker coming into play. Technical going to enter the main base of Fargo. Fargo is already on it and gets the kill. Oh, loses a rebel. Does get the kill, does get the kill. Technical in the base of Big SiZe. This technical hasn't really taken much damage at all. It's going to kill one of the rebels there of SiZe. We can hear Fargo grabbing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oils. Fargo, no. I was going to say no scrap denied, but he actually does do it. Very, very last second there. Technical for Fargo does come in. Kills one of the rebels there of SiZe again. So I think Fargo, economically, in terms of the oils, might be ahead. Fargo's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oils actually captured. SiZe has 1, 2, 3. That's it. It's a 5v3, but Fargo's second supply is much later, and SiZe is actually upgrading to a 3rd supply. So it's all kind of even. As soon as SiZe captures a couple more oils, it will even out for sure. Fargo loses a technical. Scrap denied does come in this time again. Fargo can capture his refinery. That bunker is now fully cleared. Yeah, so I suppose later on when SiZe does make like the Scorpions and stuff, he could bring in a tech RPG as well and could clear that bunker and support with the Scorpions. Another technical there has died. Fargo loses another technical, giving more veterancy to these technicals here of SiZe. 3rd supply is now up for Fargo. Fargo's losing one of his forward oils on the right side position. SiZe coming in with his own technicals into Fargo's base. Does turn around, focuses on Fargo's technical there for a second. Kills some of the workers over on the left side. He's going to try and now enter the base, but the Scorpion's already in play. I think that technical will get stopped, and that technical gets stopped as well. But has that allowed time now for SiZe to do stuff back at home, like capture his refinery, capture his additional oils, Think so, and I think he's ahead in map control, and he's about to be ahead in oils because he's about to kill one of Fargo's as well. So maybe we're looking at a 3-3 here. Heading in that direction. I know it's still early doors here, but heading towards a 3-3. 2 arms dealers are up for Fargo. Third arms dealer being built by SiZe, and he has the palace. Well, palace is on the way, rather. Fargo grabs himself a refinery. SiZe now with aggression down the middle. Same composition of units from both players. Stinger being built by Fargo. The composition is Scorpions and RPGs. That is the choice. Palace now being built for Fargo down in the, well, up in the top right of the map. This Stinger will help hold the line here, and Fargo has lost 1 oil over on the right. Fargo very, very heavy on the defense. He thinks there's a big Scorpion push coming, and he might not actually be wrong. He might actually be correct. But is it going to be more over to the left-hand side? Looks like it is for now, and I think Fargo is going to lose some ground here. He's definitely behind. SiZe is ahead in XP. There is a worker here for Fargo. Could come in handy a little bit later on. SiZe is trying to push here, trying to make this oil reveal itself because it's currently blocked by that tunnel. This bunker is always annoying though. If you're fighting anywhere near here, that bunker is always going to come in handy. Technical now for SiZe. Is that going to be a TNT? It does have something inside of it, I'm pretty sure. But is it going to reach its target? It gets popped open. But the terrorists are already on course. They could kill themselves here though. Yeah, they could kill themselves because they are Tox terrorists. Yeah. Told you. Chain reaction, and yeah, Fargo gets let off the hook there. Mistake there from SiZe. He should have pressed X, spread the terrorist out of it, and then gone for the attack, and it would have actually killed it. But I suppose the Rebel and the Scorpions there were coming in as well. SiZe is going to be up against 2 Scud Storms, but SiZe is also building his own Scud Storm. That tunnel did build, or is building. Has SiZe seen that tunnel though? He's going to have to eventually deal with it at some point. A nice little bomb truck would be decent here for Fargo, actually. He actually pops a load of Scorpions, gets the cancel on this fake market. SiZe does pop a load of stuff as well. Got to be careful of this bunker, though. Could be a bit of a painful battle there for Fargo. SiZe sending loads of Scorpions here. Has switched into buggies as well. Don't think that's an engagement Fargo can be taking too long, to be honest. Too many Scorpions and too many buggies here for SiZe, mainly the Scorpions. So Fargo's going to lose a load of Scorpions here, but he is trading off a little bit. At least he's taking some Scorpions with him. He's getting a bit close here to the buggies as well. Manages to take out 2 buggies, nearly a third. You don't get any points for nearly though. CC now being built by Fargo. SiZe building another Scud Storm down at the bottom right. CC's already been built by SiZe as well. Technical for Fargo over on the right side. Is he going to be able to get in and kill anything here? Does get in. Doesn't kill anything though. It was a tech terror. All of the terrorists do die, as they were intended to do. They just didn't kill their target, so they failed. The SiZe getting a decent number of buggies up now. He's got the buggy ammo upgrade as well. This is where the advantage of the GLA comes in. You've got the cheaper buggies. But Fargo is 1 oil down, 2 oils down. And SiZe has every oil still intact. And I think he has more markets, more space, more map control, better support powers. He's ahead on XP. So everything here indicates a SiZe victory. And that will bring him equal now to 3-3. Fargo pressing forward to the battle bus. Only has like one RPG inside of it though. Not really sure how useful that was, but I feel that Fargo might be a little bit desperate. You start to see things like that. If that was fully loaded, or he came in with 2 fully loaded ones and picked off a load of buggies, that would have been much better. But just moving in like with 1 battle bus with 1 RPG, or actually looks like he's got 3 RPGs in there. And he is pushing this back a little bit, I suppose. Yeah, didn't really kill any buggies though, and that was the main intention. Did lose 1 there though. SiZe popped a little bit too close to the battle bus. 2 Scud Storms versus 2 Scud Storms up so far. 2 more building for Fargo. And the Never 2 being built by SiZe as well. So all even on that front, but it's just that SiZe has more oils. And that is 2 more oils. Rebel ambushes on the front at the base there of Fargo. Just pick off a couple of buggies. Yeah, Fargo definitely losing this one. Needs to have some more favorable engagements, but it's easier said than done, I think. John McKell has been revealed, and he's going to die to the buggies. Oh no, he's not going to die to the buggies actually. He's going to hobble away. He's still being revealed. But Fargo's really struggling here. He's losing ground. If we look at the map control here for Fargo, you can see like 40-35% of the map, where SiZe can see like what? 80%, 70%, something like that. 3 Scud Storms versus 3 Scud Storms, with SiZe's 1 will fire first, followed by Fargo's 2. The problem is when your base is more compact like Fargo's, a Scud Storm's bound to do more damage just because it's bound to hit more because your base is more dense, more densely populated, more densely packed full of buildings and stuff. SiZe now pushing on the right side. Both players have 4 Scud Storms up. SiZe has managed to pick himself off another oil. Fargo's losing a Never Tunnel. Fargo has like what, 2 markets, and the rest is just being poured into Scud Storms. I don't know how much longer economically you can afford to be building these buggies, but I think SiZe has more markets. First Scud Storm is going to fire now for big SiZe, and it is up in the top left. It should wipe out all of that if I'm not mistaken. It might even kill that Scud there as well that's being built. Fargo will need to cancel that to make sure. Oh, it survives actually on 28%. Fargo needs to send another worker over there to finish that off, but it is a bit risky leaving that one building in the first place. Does have a worker there actually. You can start finishing it with that. It is very low and it will still take tox damage, so you still need to get that building ASAP, or you're still living life on the edge a little bit. SiZe actually has 5 Scud Storms out now versus Fargo's 4. Fargo seems just to be getting pushed back and pushed back. His economy is eventually going to dwindle, but Fargo has a Scud Storm to fire right now. Where is that going to be able to hit? Because as it stands, Fargo's 3 oils, 4 oils, 5 oils, 5 oils down, and a refinery. These 2 Scud Storms need to do amazing damage. Don't know why he's waiting so long for him to hit. I think there is a really amazing target, and there is an amazing target. And whilst you do it, SiZe will be scared of it actually hitting the army as well, so he will go inside of his tunnel. Where is Fargo going to hit? Oh, he's actually going to focus on the Scud Storm of SiZe. That's an interesting decision. He's going to get the Palace and the Scud Storm. But he's hitting number 1, but isn't that the one that's already fired? I think it was. Palace does go down, though. That does bring the Scud Storms back even, but Rebel Ambush kills the army there of Fargo. Both players are level 5, means Anthrax Bomb and Sneak Attack should be ready. Maybe Fargo will go for the production and try and do an amazing Sneak Attack, something like that. SiZe is now focusing on one of the last remaining oils there of Fargo. The only other remaining one is this one here in the middle. Gets a bit of the production there as well, just due to the natural positioning of the oil. That's a nice Anthrax Bomb. Gets 3 buggies and a few infantry as well. SiZe got like 10k. Palace being built for SiZe over on the right side. Fargo having trouble clearing this toxin residue in his base. Tried to force fire to ground and clear it, but did not achieve his goal. Another Scud is going to be ready to fire from Fargo this time. 6 seconds. Here comes the Anthrax Bomb of SiZe. Not as amazing as Fargo's. Neither of them were amazing, but at least Fargo's got some decent kills. Bit of a push now for SiZe over on the left-hand side. He might try and force the Scud Storm to be used over here to try and save his oils or something like that. Scud Storm is fired now for Fargo. It's actually going to be on the main base. It's going to be on this Scud. Is anything going to pop there from Fargo? Ooh.
A Scud Storm has been launched.
That's very close to losing his Jarman. So Fargo will be able to finish the Scud, but he's losing a hell of a lot of ground. And another Scud Storm now for SiZe fires. It's the last remaining oil there of Fargo. So Fargo's economy is in tatters, really. Does pop a load of units on the left and fights off SiZe for the time being. But SiZe has the sneak attack to deal with, but he's got a ton of stuff. He should be able to clear this. Where's Fargo going? He's obviously double tapped D or something, or selected all of his Scorpions. And yeah. Just wasted a ton of units there. I think SiZe is in a comfortable position now. He's floating 21k. Fargo has more Scud Storms right now. It's another Scud Storm used by SiZe inside of Fargo's base. And it's just too much damage. I don't think Fargo can come back from this. Scud Storm now used on the production of SiZe. Is that on the production? Is on the production. Gets one of the oils there as well, probably. But SiZe now focusing on the sneak attack, and Fargo is losing everywhere on every part of the map. He did a good attempt at trying to subdue the Scud numbers there of SiZe, but in the end his economy was too wrecked, and Toxin just wins both ways. Another big sneak attack now from SiZe. And yeah, it's alright having all the Scud Storms in the world, but if you don't have the army to defend your base, then that is GG. Yeah, well played there. Two big SiZe, 3-3 is the score. Okay, jumping into the next one. Up in the north, we have the GLA Demolition of Snowy Drought with the blue color. This is Fargo. Down in the south position, another GLA mirror. You have to be kidding me. We had no GLA mirrors earlier with Excal versus Vivid. Sure, Vivid would have been happy to have some GLA mirrors. But down in the south, we have the GLA Vanilla for the orange player. That is big SiZe. Yeah, it's interesting. Like Excal against Vivid, we saw lots of USA mirrors, and now we're seeing lots of GLA mirrors. Fargo against SiZe. Just interesting the way random works, and like you can practice and prepare. You can prepare air mirror, USA mirror, GLA mirror, but then if you get 6 inf mirrors in a row, it could all be for nothing. You have to be fully prepared to play anyone at any matchup and win all of them, or be strong at all the matchups. And in this case, GLA mirrors are it. And I think both players are strong at GLA mirrors, actually. But so far, I think if we just include the GLA mirrors, I think, yeah, all three of SiZe's wins have come from the GLA mirrors. In fact, has every game been a GLA mirror? My mind's gone blank now. My mind has gone blank. No, it wasn't. We had a tank in the first game, didn't we? The first game and the second game we had a tank, but every other army from that has been GLA. Lots and lots of GLA. No USA at all. Think one of SiZe's weakness, where Fargo might shine, might be the USA GLAs. If we do see any USA GLA, I think SiZe might be able to win. Might be able to win both. Technical comes in for Fargo and does get the hit on the supply over on the left hand side. Yeah, just realized because it's demo against GLA, Fargo does have the weaker army here, so it does need to make a play. And SiZe at this point just needs to stabilize because he's the one of the 3 supplies. He's got cheaper technicals. Nice TNT there from Fargo, but unfortunately does not hit its target. SiZe went the other way the last second. Yeah, SiZe in a good position. That is a TNT there from Fargo. Let's get the kill on one of the technicals there. SiZe does not manage to scrap up his technical. Nice scrap denies there from Fargo. Fargo's actually got a sneaky tunnel inside of SiZe's base. SiZe has seen it. If we look at SiZe's vision, yeah. That's a bit of a shame there for Fargo. If it was maybe a little bit further back here, not sure the fog of war would be quite revealed there. You see there? Like how that's in the darkness? That's a common position, but it looks like SiZe has got all this revealed. I don't know how he's got such a big vision there. I think it's those rebels. The technical for Fargo does manage to find its way in. I thought that was a watertight supply, to be honest, but somehow it's actually found its way in and killed a load of workers. SiZe still camping this barracks position. Spawn camping for the terrorists. How lame. But Fargo comes in with his quads and clears that position. Fargo's actually ahead in XP. He's building a third supply. SiZe has got more tunnels in better positions across the map. It's got more map control. But I think it's kind of bit to be expected. He's building a palace in the bottom right. Building a oil. Ooh. Nice pop there from SiZe, and Fargo's been defeated. You know that was a bit of a rage quit there. GG, well played. SiZe takes the lead. Is that the first time he's been in the lead? 4-3 is the score. Okay, jumping into the next one. Fargo up against it a little bit at the moment, but he's no stranger to being behind and coming from behind to take the series. No strangers to a comeback. It wouldn't even be a comeback at this point because you're naturally supposed to win, I think, with the GLA Vanilla. So he just needs to equalize here, needs to remain calm and win with the GLA Vanilla as well to make it 4-4. Down in the south with the GLA Vanilla in the blue, this is Fargo. All the way up in the north with the orange GLA Demolition, this is Big SiZe. So Fargo going for the same 3 supplies. SiZe is also going for 3 supplies, which you don't always see as the GLA Demolition. He's actually pretty much copying the build order exactly that Fargo is doing. Fargo's got slightly different placed workers. One on the far left, one here in the middle. Has upgraded his arms dealer nice and quick. First technical is out from Fargo, but not from SiZe yet. It is now. It's like a second behind. One terrorist there produced. Fargo and picked up inside his technical as well. It's going to delay or deny this worker. Could drop off a terrorist here. Doesn't get the kill though. Bit surprised about that actually. Don't know if there's a bit of a lag or whatnot. Technical comes in and kills some workers there of SiZe. Only 2 workers. There is a demo trap placed here. Fargo's worker on the hill gets denied. Technical for SiZe down the right-hand side. Is he going to be able to get in and kill some workers? Fargo's thinking about picking up some of his stuff inside of his own technical. Does. SiZe has got control of these bunkers. So Fargo might want to get a toxin tractor out and start flushing them open. Technical for Fargo does fall. SiZe does not have his oils just yet. Worker on the far left hand side. It's getting killed slowly but surely by an RPG. How many RPGs to the face can you take before you go down if you're a worker with no body armor or anything? Not the body armor would make any difference to an RPG to the face. The worker can take about 95 shots to the face with an RPG before he dies anyway. I think it's because of the abs. If you look at the worker, you can actually see some crazy abs on the guy. The SiZe now grabbing his oil up in the top right position. It's got a bit of a messed up supply here, to be honest. It's only got 2 workers collecting in the box and the other 2 are outside of it. A bit awkward. And it's because of that barracks has been built on such a weird angle. I like buildings built on a diagonal like this. Works out much better for your workers. Fargo collecting on 4 there, 5 there, and only 1 there actually. Technical for SiZe does die. Fargo with better map control, mainly due to this tunnel over here, because this position is really, really deadly when you get hold of both of these buildings. And that as well. It's a really, really big advantage for you into the later game. Technical now for SiZe. Again, wants to go in for the harassment on this third supply of Fargo. Probably will get it. Terrorist pops of Fargo. It's pretty much the only player you ever see do that. And it worked out very nice for him. Scrap deny comes in there from Fargo as well. He's grabbed himself an oil. And he's also getting himself the artillery platforms. Major advantage getting these artillery platforms, like I said. Denies workers building on the left as well, although apparently it can't hit its target, which is a little bit weird. Again, these workers are solid, man. They are so solid. It can take 12 shots of artillery or 95 RPGs to the face and still remain standing. Fargo gaining some ground over on the right side with the help of a toxin tractor. Getting himself a refinery. Worker versus worker versus worker over here. Fargo's going to build his tunnel first. SiZe might as well just go inside of there. I don't think Fargo's going to allow that to build anything. But if SiZe goes in there, it could force Fargo to kill his own bunker. I think that toxin tractor is useful just to chill at the back, honestly. SiZe thinking about some aggression here. Is he going to fight into that tunnel? Looks like he is. Maybe realizing Fargo's a little bit thin on the Scorpion front. SiZe goes back a little bit at the minute. Then going to focus on these units pushing from the right side of Fargo. Fargo does have the junk repair, the free junk repair thing from the repair bay. But yeah, these RPGs are the pivotal thing here for Fargo, because all these Scorpions should be stopped in their tracks against the RPGs. SiZe has come in with a nice technical there and hit the supply over on the left-hand side with the TNT. But Fargo's actually only on 2 supplies at the moment. Does have a more forward tunnel here, though, on the left. Has Fargo even realized about this supply? That is the question. SiZe wants to clear this position. If Fargo hasn't even realized about this supply on the left, that could come back to bite him. You know, he really needs to realize what the hell's happened there on his supply. It's obviously just come from straight from the middle and hit that supply. You can see the tire tracks where it's come from. Another technical here for SiZe. Is that going to be another TNT? It is. It's going to be another TNT. And another supply there falls. So Fargo's actually only on one supply at the minute. And Fargo is behind an XP as well. He's only on 921 against SiZe's 1700. SiZe does not have his CC at the minute, though. Couple of radar vans built for SiZe. Fargo finally realizes about his supply over on the left side, but he's low on cash. Could do with an extra worker here. He's low on cash. Rebuilds this supply. Just captured the other artillery platform. Don't know if that can outrange the tunnel. No. SiZe is on the offensive here. He's going to probably stop both of these tunnels and harass this supply. Fargo is in trouble with that supply. He's actually going in for the counter attack on the right, though. This could actually come into come to save him if he does kick SiZe off that supply as well. But a big tech RPG here from SiZe. Sorry, from SiZe. Kills the Scorpions there, Fargo. And Fargo looks like he's going to lose his supply, but this supply is still not being rebuilt. SiZe is floating like 6k. Technical now enters the base of SiZe and gets his oil. But you're going to need a few more of those, Fargo, because you are significantly behind. This supply has been stopped again. That supply has been stopped again, and Fargo's back to one supply. SiZe playing out of his mind here with the demolition. Making a load of demo bikes at the minute. Yeah, Fargo's got to be a little bit worried. SiZe now with a load of demo bikes. There's a load of terrorists chilling here as well, and he's actually going to go for the main base. He's going to go for the main supply there of Fargo. So Fargo's on no supplies. He's at risk of actually getting worker hunted. Is Fargo getting the bounty money? No, he's not, especially now he has been defeated. GG. Well played there to SiZe, takes the lead 5-3. He's looking on form, big SiZe, and Fargo's going to need a couple of matchups now that are fairly balanced if he still wants to bring this back and eventually win. So yeah, he can't be doing with anything imbalanced now, like versus China or all that kind of stuff. You want that to you want it to remain as mirrors really, but looks like SiZe is on form with the GLA mirrors because he's been playing Boyka a lot, like I said, with them GLA mirror challenges. Okay, jumping into the next one, and we do not have a GLA mirror this time. This time we have a stealth versus nuke. Winnable both ways, and I know Fargo is very proficient and likes his GLA against like the nuke. I watched him play GLA Vanilla against nuke in a challenge he did against Excal when he won it both ways. But this is obviously slightly different because this is with the stealth. So GLA stealth for Fargo with the blue color down in the south position of Vendetta. I believe this will be a Fargo map pick, but I haven't been paying attention who's picking what at this stage. I think it's a Fargo map pick though, but I might be wrong. SiZe likes this as well, so I don't think it plays any major part. So up in the top, we have SiZe with the orange China nuke. Yeah, in the top position on Vendetta. Fargo just with the two supplies. There's a worker in the middle ready to build a tunnel. He's not building it just yet. Is now. SiZe going for the trusty two supplies and two war factories. He loves his Battlemaster spam. He will literally spam Battlemasters until the 10-minute mark. Whereas you see other players like to go for a faster prop. SiZe does like his tier 1 Battlemaster spam. Worker on the left hand side gets found, gets killed. Outpost on the right. Could get popped open here by a tech RPG. Terrorist tries to get in the supply line but does not reach its target. There are mines on both supplies. Tech RPG here. Kills the outpost, but the tech RPG does fall. Gets the TNT planted. on the RPGs. Sorry, on the technical. RPGs do kill the Battlemaster, but the more Battlemasters are coming in, and the technical comes in. Could get a super tech there, actually. Could get a super tech. Yes, he could get a super tech. He could get a super tech. I don't know if SiZe is going to scrap deny that. Needs to move out of the way. Yeah, if he retreats and actually makes use of the super tech, he can win the game with just that single unit. But let's see how efficient he's going to be with that. There is a hijacker just guarding on the left-hand side. There's another technical in the middle, but this is not the super tech. It's actually some RPGs. It does go down relatively easily. Flamer in the middle gets hijacked. There is a hijacker here. And there was a hijacker here, but where the hell has it gone? Is it now that one in the middle? Yeah, Fargo could really do with a hijacker over here at the minute. He's going to lose all of his workers now. Flamer on the left side. He's going to try and get the dozer, but is that dozer going to go down at all? Oh, I feel like that Flamer could have done better, you know. It could have popped from like here and come in. Bit of a waste that. But he is going to probably be allowed to get that dozer anyway. Fargo's on a third supply. Looks like he's going for the oils. But he's had two Battlemasters in his supply line, both very, very close together. Super Tech is still in play though. Gets himself a vet 3. That Flame is still alive. SiZe now realizes about it and he's lost one dozer. Super Tech could pop from there, you know, go around the back and kill that dozer, but does Fargo know it's there at the minute? Loads of Battlemasters now entering the base. Fargo. And Fargo's main base just might actually get completely killed here. He's actually going for a counterattack. Just using the RPGs to guard in the base. Could get the last dozer here. Does he realize that's the last one? Going for some trucks. Kills one of the trucks. Is now going around the back. Might be able to get the other dozer here. Is gonna go near the war factory. Is he killing himself there? No. What is Fargo doing, man? Just go here. Okay, he's killed the prop, and he's killed the dozer. Has Fargo stopped SiZe from producing anything from those war factories? Though he could have built some Overlords, ECMs, something like that. Has he done either of those things? So yeah, this single unit, the full super tech, looks like it might be able to win the game. SiZe is in trouble, losing both of them dozers. Ooh, the flame wall almost gets the super tech. Oh no, he's gonna lose it. Oh my god, Fargo, you might have just thrown the game. You might have just thrown the game. That is painful to see. Why did he risk losing the super tech, man? That was his key to victory. There's still a hijacker here. Don't understand why you just waste a super tech like that. Of course he wants to hold that position, but I mean, you have control of the right. He's getting the oils. Getting the second oil. That super tech could have been so annoying around the back though. You could have literally won the game with that, but he's just gone and wasted it to a flame wall. Yeah, there's a few hijackers just out of position. Like, there's one just chilling here and one here. But he actually could do with them back in the base, like to defend that area before and to defend this now. Fargo losing workers. Fargo coming in, killing some trucks there of big size, but not focusing down the buildings though. Still some hijackers chilling for Fargo. I feel like he needs to be more alert and more on it because these hijackers are doing nothing at the minute. But Fargo does have 2 oils though. Hijacker is on the way. You could force fire the ground here and then get this. Because if that explodes now, that's very bad. Oh my god, Fargo, what are you actually doing? Yeah, that's painful because he lost the hijacker as well. Why didn't he force fire the ground? Does not make any sense. But yeah, maybe for Fargo, the 2 oils here will be able to keep him in the game. He has found this hijacker now, but it's going to get detected now by this outpost. Oh, there's 2 hijackers here now. SiZe is on it. Oh, ECM gets taken. That's only one of the ECMs. There is one remaining. But it does amount for a lot because it's going to deflect all the RPGs and stuff. Is Fargo going to go for a TNT on one of the buildings? He is preparing 3 terrorists. Palace now being built for Fargo over on the left side. This is a mental game, this one. SiZe hunted. Ooh, hijacker again. It's very close. I feel like these hijackers are just too little too late. It took ages for that outpost to come out and detect him. So why didn't he do something with him before? That's just the only confusing thing. The SiZe is going to harass some workers once again. Stops the palace being built as well. Barracks now being focused down. SiZe is under threat in the main base because there's a technical going to enter, but it's going to get a bit of a traffic jam here with the Battlemaster. Is he going to... Where's he going to go with this? Ooh, that flamer, baby. Oh my god, that flamer. That is exactly what Fargo needed. And he's flaming down the base here. I think Fargo's even got terrorists. No, he's only got one. Okay, I thought that was a terrorist. Like 3 terrorists loaded in there. So Fargo just needs to hold now. He's killed both of the war factories there at big size. So Fargo just needs to hold against that. It's still maybe a bit of an ask. But I suppose if you just hold these areas with a bunker, it's doable. It's still very close, though. It's still very close, because Fargo's going to struggle maybe to deal with that, because his palace is getting stopped. I think he needs to set up a new base up in the top right, like with a palace and a Jarman. Palace has to be cancelled. Maybe Fargo just has to ignore this and just goes purely for the base trade. There's a few terrorists out here, so SiZe is going to have to run away for the time being. Flame Wall comes in. Flamer goes close to the war factory, going to flame it down. Looking pretty bad, I think. Does get another super tech. Or is that a super tech or just a grenade tech? It might be a grenade tech. Fargo's losing all of his base. Fargo rebuilding a war factory up in the top right. But doesn't he just need a barracks and a load of defenses, though? I think Fargo's thrown it. I think he has. I think this was winnable for him. But I think he's thrown the game. Technical comes in. Might be able to win the game just with this. It's a super tech. Yeah, it's a super tech. It's a super tech. He might be able to win it with this. SiZe will have to come back and deal with it. Yeah, I think Fargo's going to do it. Fargo's just going to do it with a super tech. It all depended on that super tech. That's literally all it depended on. I don't know why SiZe wasn't doing a flame wall or something. It might come down to the micro of that. It might step on some neutron mines. Fargo building another supply. What a mental game, man. Oh my god, what a mental game. SiZe is going to have to come back. Fargo's still collecting on the bottom left. He's collecting here now as well. What a mental game. Honestly, crazy. That's even been stealthed. Does SiZe know about that? He's going to know about it, yeah, because he's got this outpost. But SiZe only on one building, and even that's not on 100% HP. He needs to send 2 Battlemasters back to guard, and then he's just going to be out with a little task force, which is this little army, to deal with Fargo's entire base. A flamer down here that even I didn't see. Killing some of Fargo's buildings. But I think that's just... Is it unrecoverable now? I mean, I've already counted Fargo out once, and it looks like he's not out. So let's not discount anyone at this point. Anybody's game still. But Fargo has the super tech, and if you've got a super tech, the advantage is with you, I think. Could always run into an ECM, though. There's a problem. Fargo's just expanded on the left, but that's going to get found straight away. Is he going to stealth it? Yeah, he does stealth it. So I don't think SiZe has seen that. Oh, no, he has. He has seen it. Well, he has seen it, but has he seen it really? Like, was he actually looking there? Yeah, he was. He knows. Is that super tech still alive? Oh my god, is it dead? No, it's alive. This is like edge of your seat stuff. It's just this one unit has to win the game. But if he runs into that ECM, wherever it is, it's over here. It could die. He needs to go into the main base and kill that supply. SiZe is sending his ECM back. It all comes down to that ECM. Can it lock down that technical? That's the only chance that SiZe has. Fargo doesn't want to risk it. He does not want to risk it. SiZe is doing what he can with what little he has. Fargo's maybe got too many supplies in too many places. This is mental. The best replay 2022 candidate. I'm not saying it's the best replay of 2022, but I'm saying it could be a candidate here. Because this is really crazy. It all comes down to that ECM versus that super tech. But I feel like Fargo should just see when that ECM is out of position, just go to the main base and just kill it. Oh, baby. ECM going a little bit too close. Oh, he almost hit it with a terrorist, and SiZe has been defeated. Whoa, 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 whoa. Fargo scrapes by with a victory there. 5-4 goes the score. Well played. Okay, jumping into the next match, we have Fargo up in the north with the China nuke in the blue. Down in the south, we have the orange player with the GLA stealth. This is big SiZe. I think both players were feeling pretty confident here. Obviously, SiZe is ahead, so... And he's got the GLA stealth here. GLA stealth is really good in pretty much any situation. But I think Fargo will be feeling confident as well because of his record and because of his past performances with a nuke against the GLAs. I think he understands it pretty well and he's pretty good at it. 2 supplies and 2 war factories is the build order of choice for him. SiZe with a different placement on his tunnel. Fargo's was more there, I think, whereas SiZe is a little bit further forward. The idea there is SiZe wants to kill the Battle Masters before they get into the worker line. If they get into the worker line and your tunnel's having to help out in the worker line, then that's already bad news. So I think he wants to help out, help kill the units before they get there. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So Fargo with his first few units out, and they are 2 Battle Masters. Gonna head straight over. So straight away the stealth is under pressure. Like you've got to make something happen against these Battle Masters. First few units for SiZe. Got 1 hijacker out over on the right side. Terrorist here is going to get stopped. Tech RPG from SiZe. Almost gets a Battle Master, but that Battle Master is going to make its way in and kill a load of workers straight away. And over on the right-hand side, where's the hijacker gone? SiZe pulls all of his workers, but the delayed mining. SiZe actually built a barracks now, a real one as well, to stop this... to stop this Battlemaster harassment. And actually, Fargo's still on the run here with his Battlemaster. Hijacker's after it. This is the difference where you're seeing Fargo actually go for a faster prop. SiZe secures himself a position over on the right side, and he's got a position in the middle and over on the left, so it's quite spread all over the map. Fargo now getting a barrack, so he wants to queue up a Lotus and capture these oils ASAP. SiZe with another tunnel over on the right. Battlemaster will get intercepted by this bunker. I think looking so far so good for big SiZe. Technical gets scrap denied. Does not get a super tech. Straight away now the trucks are going to be harassed. 1 truck dies, but the technical dies to the mines. Truck's being harassed still, but his RPGs now fully in the supply line. Lotus heads over to the right hand side. No palace anywhere in sight. SiZe losing workers now to a Battlemaster. Technical for SiZe. Does that have anything inside of it? No. If it had 2 terrorists inside of it, it's really good for resetting the tech on the nuke. SiZe pops his own Battlemaster that he stole earlier on. Kills the flamer there. Lotus gets the oil. Does SiZe have a terrorist inside of there? No. Lotus is still alive. SiZe knows roughly where the Lotus is. Lotus is just going to run away for now. Technical round the back here for SiZe. It is a grenade tech. Is he going to go on the mines, though? A lot of the mines haven't spawned because the buildings are all built so close together. And SiZe could get himself a super tech here. Does grab himself a super tech. And Fargo's in a lot of trouble. He's going to lose his prop. He's lost 2 trucks and there's a super tech in his base. And he's only managed to get himself 1 oil, of which one of them has been recaptured. Lotus is going to die there as well. Could be a very quick game. You know, Fargo is getting destroyed this game. Yeah, maybe Fargo should have stuck for longer on the Battlemaster spam. SiZe now pushing. Over on the left side, there is a Overlord out, but is there going to be a hijacker to steal that? Because if SiZe steals a Overlord and puts that inside of a tunnel, could be a very big problem there for Fargo. Palace is being built. Fargo just focusing down the oils now with his Overlord ECM army. Super Tech going to enter the base of Fargo once again. Super Tech and a regular tech killing the trucks. Fargo taking damage on this Overlord on the right side. There is a hijacker out now, and I think he's going to grab one. Oh, just gets stopped in time. Fargo needs to get the subliminal mesh in, but he doesn't have a prop to do so. He's still losing this supply over on the right. Barracks is now built as well as the palace. Fargo sees it. Both oils have been killed. Fargo needs to get that supply re-established, get himself a CC. Ideally, he needs to be getting a 3rd supply. He needs a lot of stuff because he is behind. Big SiZe on level 3. He's got a palace. He's building a market. I don't like the position on that market. I would like it more central, I think, because a carpet and artillery later on could punish you for that. Okay, technical goes down. It's a little mini victory there for Fargo. Another technical for SiZe. Is there anything inside of that, or is that just literally a distraction? Something inside of it. 2 units inside. Fargo needs to be careful, though. So close to the tunnels like that, hijacker pops can easily be stealing an Overlord. And there you go. Literally cooled it. And then all we need now is a DoMiNaToR, which is already out as well. Snipe another one, and all of a sudden that army's weakened by like 60%. Is that the last dozer? That's the last dozer. He's hunted. Tech RPG is hunted Fargo. Hijacker again. Steals another one. That is unbelievable. Fargo has got to be angry with that. DoMiNaToR comes in. He's going to snipe the other one, and that is very bad news for Fargo. He quits. You know, that was a rage quit as well there. GG. Yeah, well played there to Big SiZe. Only one away now from a victory, 6-4. Okay, jumping into the next game. We're on Forest of Camelot by TK Leo, a map made for Excal by TK Leo. Up in the top right, we have Fargo with the blue USA Air Force. Think he'll be happy with getting the Air Force, but what is he against? He is against China Vanilla. Down at the bottom left, we have the orange China Vanilla for Big SiZe. So, I mean, you're imagining this should be a 1-1 matchup, but actually I see that China Vanilla does win a hell of a lot on this map. It's like a Sand Scorpion with the narrow choke points. Yeah, you do see the China win more often than like on normal maps. I think the narrower the map, the better the China does. Because you're able to make a big infantry death blob of red guards and tank hunters. I think on this map, generally a Gatlix is pretty good, but maybe against an Air Force, you're probably not going to make it because of a possible King Raptor. Big SiZe is going for War Factory and a Barracks. One tank hunter there to the middle. One red guard down to the bottom right. One red guard to the middle. I'm missing a red guard though. Oh no. 2 down to the bottom right. That's what it is. So Fargo's gone for a bit of an eco boom. He has gone for 2 supplies and 3 oils as the Air Force. One red guard killed down in the bottom right. Fargo now fighting for his tournament survival, so you would imagine this should be his absolute A game. He's got the strongest army in the game as well, but like I said, China Vanilla, you do see China Vanilla win sometimes, or more often than other maps. Let's say Fargo going to head to the middle with his V with 3 MDs inside of it. Focuses down the red guard first. I would have liked to see the tank hunter killed first, then he would have took less damage there. Fire base being built for Fargo down at the bottom right. Gat going to enter the base of Fargo up in the top. Fargo seems to be on it. Does stop the gap. Those down the bottom right. He's going to go for the kill on the red guard. Ooh, doesn't get it. SiZe moves his red guard out of the way just in time. SiZe capturing the middle oil. Yeah, SiZe going to get a bottom right oil and a bottom right artillery platform by the looks of it. Now pushing in the middle with 2 Gats plus a bunch of tank hunters. Fargo's on 2 oils. SiZe on only 1 at the moment. SiZe does have a problem with the Vs down here, but there is a Gatlix on the way, and Fargo is on the run. Gatlix is going to be laser locked. I don't think SiZe should have run from that, you know? I think SiZe should have took that. Against 3 MDs, you can take that fight. But he does instead go for the middle. Maybe he just wants to defend this oil. Fargo not paying attention, loses an ambulance there for free. Evac comes in from Fargo. Everything's getting shot down by the Gatlix. I'd say advantage SiZe, you know? Kind of even. I suppose the tow missiles now in play. If he just now spams the tow missiles, he gets the strat. Gets search and destroy. Should be in a good position. Other MiGs being produced there are, but no napalm just yet. SiZe now with a big push of red guards and tank guns down the middle. But this is where the tow Vs, even just empty tow Vs, do real good work against everything that China can make. Laser lock comes in on the gap. A V up in the top is going to loop around and try and find a dozer. Is going to find a dozer. Is loaded with some missile defenders. And there's actually a push here from Fargo as well. So he's multitasking a hell of a lot. Got a bit of a push here. He's killed a dozer over there. And he's holding in the middle. SiZe going for a counter attack there, though, with a few Gats. But Fargo has ran into some mines. There's a Gat over here as well. There's a lot of multitasking going on from both of the players here. Fargo now rushes to the defense of his base, but he's also going to lose Chinooks in the back here to 2 more Gats. So SiZe is on fire with these Gat attacks from the different angles. But is SiZe hunted? I think SiZe is hunted. Yeah, that was the last dozer, the one that the Fargo killed at the top. So if Fargo can just stabilize now, get search and destroy, and get a CC online, he just then needs to hold. He should have carpet bomb now. But why isn't he setting search and destroy? That is a mistake there from Fargo. He's trying to capture the oil in the middle. But yeah, SiZe being hunted is kind of a major blow. 1 MiG falls for 1 V. SiZe going to try and stop this Ranger in the middle, but I don't think he can. Carpet bomb now coming in. That's going to be on the airfield. That's GG. That's got to be GG. So Fargo now needs to already be thinking about what is he going to do with the China Vanilla. Needs to be thinking heavily because SiZe is only on 1 war factory, 1 barracks now. There's a load of Vs and search and destroy rocking up at his doorstep. This is looking like a 6-5. I'm really hoping for a decider, you know. I'm secretly hoping for that tank mirror on Snowy Drought. I've just remembered it's this tank mirror on Snowy Drought. And I absolutely love that matchup on that map. Big SiZe has been defeated, and that is a 6-5 score line. Well played. Okay, edge of your seat stuff. This one, China Vanilla down in the bottom left for the blue player. That is Fargo. Up in the top right with the USA Air Force for the mighty big SiZe with the orange color. Yeah, Fargo. If we go by the last game, Air Force winning in the end quite comfortably. I suppose he did have to hunt SiZe. SiZe did look a bit threatening at times. But SiZe just needs to win now with the Air Force. I'm sure he's feeling confident about that. He's actually going for an airfield. A bit indecisive. Okay, he's going for an airfield and a war factory. And it's going to be an airfield and a war factory from Fargo as well. Interesting. Maybe SiZe knows this is what Fargo's going to go for. I mean, this should completely shut down what Fargo is doing, because you're literally doing the exact counter for it. Your King Raptor that you make from there is going to kill that Helix that he's going to make from there easily. And any gats you make from there should be shut down by Vs loaded with missile defenders. So you just need one King Raptor to shut down that Helix, and he's probably through to the World Series final. And then you're guaranteed at least $1,000, I believe, if you get second place. Airfield takes off. Sorry, King Raptor takes off. Helix is out. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. SiZe knows about the airfield. Gatlix is out. Fargo is gonna panic when that King Raptor rocks up. Oh man, that King Raptor literally is gonna win the game. King Raptor is out. That's it. He's just upgraded the Gatling as well. That was $1,200 lost. There is obviously a Gat in the base as well as a troop crawler. Kills a few MDs here. But SiZe reigning supreme with the King Raptor there, with the better air units rather. SiZe might lose a V here. A bit careless to lose a V, and he's losing some missile defenders too. There is another Gat coming in. This Gat's been pulled back. SiZe could like fly over a Gat by mistake if he doesn't see this one coming. SiZe now taking some economic damage. Does pull his Chinooks. King Raptor comes in, but I think that King Raptor's dead as well. Yeah, it is. So maybe you were counting out Fargo a little bit too soon. He's now expanded to a third, and SiZe currently isn't collecting on his main. So SiZe in a little bit of trouble here. After such a bad start there for Fargo, Helix getting one-shotted by the King Raptor. There is another Helix out. This guy's got huge cojones. You're making another Helix after you've just been one-shot by a King Raptor. That is some balls. Laserlock comes in on this truck. It's collecting on the left-hand side. Gatlix comes in once again, but there's a King Raptor out once again, and you have to say that that Helix is getting absolutely annihilated. But is it going to kill a load of stuff beforehand? Oh, King Raptor comes in and saves the day once again. Oh man, it was looking kind of okay at that point. If there was enough Gat numbers on the ground then when that Helix came in, he probably would have won the game. But I think it's lost now. I think it's lost. He's losing a Dozer here too. Dozer survives. Is that the last Dozer? I think that's the last Dozer. And even if it survives from the MD, the King Raptor's going to come in and finish it off. Yeah. And that's the last Dozer. Yeah, it is. Split fire comes in from there from big SiZe as well. And the King Raptor survives. SiZe still with 2 Dozers. There's another Helix out. Why'd you keep making Helixes? You know there's a King Raptor out. Surely make another war factory instead of this. Or a load of tank hunters and Gats down the middle or something, because these Helix is just not doing it. Why is he making another Helix? King Raptor takes off again. Oh, well, what do you think is going to happen differently? What do you think is going to happen differently, man? That's another Helix dead. And these are expensive losses because each one of them is costing like 3.2k. It's the Gats that are doing decent work. Yeah, Fargo needs to immediately now push in with the Gat numbers and camp this supply. And camp the production. He is moving in. Laserlock comes in. MD's taking damage. Those are being moved to the front. Another Helix comes in. It's actually unbelievable. It's actually unbelievable how he keeps making the Helixes. Chinook's now dying for SiZe. Don't tell me Fargo's going to do it. It's looking pretty close. Fargo's still in with a chance. He's hunted, so he's all in at this point. Needs to start spamming units down the middle. He doesn't have a barracks, though. That's it. He just has the war factory. So I suppose that's why he's making the helixes over and over again, because he doesn't have a choice. 2 troop crawlers have rocked up. You have to be joking me. You have to be joking. He can't possibly do this. Is that one empty? It's full. Don't tell me Fargo's going to do this. This is absolutely unbelievable. He's going to kill that fire base over on the left side. I don't know if the red guard would have been better there, you know. He could make another Gatlix. He's got another Gatlix. He's got another Lix. It's not a Gatlix yet, but he's got another Lix. Dozer has moved back here. That's the last Dozer. SiZe is getting up the veterancy here. Another Lix comes in, and it is a Gatlix. Another King Raptor. It's absolutely unbelievable. Another V falls. But, I mean, Fargo doesn't have any choice. Whoa, it actually killed the King Raptor. Fargo doesn't have any choice because he's just literally producing whatever he can. That's why he's making so many helixes. Still continued. SiZe has held. But all importantly is getting the veterancy on these Vs. Another helix is out. SiZe does not have a King Raptor to stop it. So that Gatlix, if it upgrades now, can just come in. This is absolutely insane. Fargo is all in. He's literally all in. If he upgrades a Gat now, he's just upgraded it and the King Raptor's ready again. This is absolutely unbelievable. Another helix is going to get shot. Oh my god, he's landed. What has he done? What has he just shot? He's just lost the game there. Why did he land? What the hell did Big SiZe land for?
Lost.
That's it. Fargo's forced to decider. That is absolutely unreal. Another helix and another King Raptor face off in the air. We know who comes out on top. One of them is called King for a reason. Helix is dead again. Oh my god. But SiZe is not dead though. There's a flamer on the way, but the King Raptor needs to take off and save that. Fargo needs to focus on the MD. He does. Kills the war factory. There is a Pathfinder now out. Another Lix. Fargo does not want to go out of the World Series here, and SiZe really wants to progress to the final. This Lix is going to focus on the V. Focus on the MD. Focus on another MD. He should have probably focused on the King Raptor whilst it was on the ground. Oh my. This is absolutely unreal. That is unbelievable. I literally cannot believe Fargo has won that when the Pathfinders came out, the King Raptors. That is one of the most unbelievable games I've ever seen. I literally cannot believe that Fargo has pulled that off. He's forced the decider, and maybe with that performance got him through himself to the finals. Like if he only has to win a tank mirror on Snowy Drought, and he's very good at that particular matchup. What an unbelievable set. SiZe, oh my. It's absolutely unreal. You know SiZe is talking now, saying, you're a lucky guy. He is scratching his head thinking, what the hell did I just witness? What the hell just happened? That is the craziest game. So many times we said Fargo is dead. A few times we said now SiZe has thrown it. But then Fargo just continued persistence with these Gatlixes. Eventually overrun the Raptors, and SiZe is not quitting, and you know why. He is thinking, you know what even just happened? What did I just witness before my eyes? Before my hands on my mouse and keyboard? What the hell just happened? Unbelievable. 6-6 we're going to a decider. That is absolutely unreal. Well, we have some crazy scenes. We do have some crazy scenes, but welcome back to Snowy Drought with a 6-6 decider. Who is going to win from this point? We have Fargo down in the south position with a China tank in the blue. Up in the north, we have Big SiZe with the orange China tank. Both players are going for this more forward supply. That is going to lead to a very interesting game. Not something that you often see, actually. Usually one player is going for the two supplies further back, like we recently saw that Boyka game versus Fargo. I think I uploaded that. Yeah, I did. But in this case, both players are going for that more forward supply. Fargo a little bit indecisive there, but his war factory, regardless, is still a couple of percent ahead. Fargo is forced a 6-6 decider after playing China versus Air. I literally don't know if I've ever seen anything like that in the World Series before, at least for many years. At least not like on this high level. It's just, it's really astonishing. Battlemaster versus Battlemaster over on the right hand side in the exact mirror build so far. Both players doing exactly the same. Exactly the same, even to the second unit. SiZe now with a flamer. Fargo wanting to press is maybe overstepped the line a little bit too much with that Battlemaster. First unit to die is Fargo's. Second unit to die is Fargo's. Flamer here for big SiZe. It's going to try to get to the war factory. Fargo desperately running back. Try and stop it. It's going to do some damage to the trucks, I think. Yeah, more positive start there for SiZe so far, I think. SiZe has also expanded to a third quicker. Tank hunters around the side here might be able to do some harassment on SiZe's trucks. I think that is empty. Yeah, it is empty. Fargo is going to lose a dozer if he hangs around there any longer. No economic damage done. Fargo does not have a third yet. So Fargo might have more units like right now on the map because of his slower third supply. Maybe. But if SiZe can somehow just hold now, he's at an economic advantage. So Fargo trying to push his position, but maybe SiZe has too many numbers at the minute. SiZe trying to focus down this flamer. Fargo's actually ahead in XP for a second. But that's going to give 200 XP as well. Up in the top left, SiZe is going to lose a Battlemaster again. So Fargo's like on double XP at the minute. Well, no, not quite double, like 200 ahead. Fargo now on a third as well. And a flamer is going to get to that position, the all-important position to flame over the supplies and kill the trucks. But SiZe has moved his trucks out of the way, moves the Battlemaster to the side, takes out the flamer. Yeah, Fargo's got his units bunched up a little bit here at the minute. SiZe building a prop, whereas Fargo is varying it up a little bit. He has gone for the Red Guard. He's only collecting on one truck down in the bottom left. I only just realized about that. So SiZe's economy should have a lot more in the bank than what Fargo has collected. Fargo had to also pull these for a second, but I suppose so did SiZe at one point. But I think SiZe is slightly economically ahead. And he's actually ahead in XP as well. SiZe's got 3 Battlemasters and a Gat here. He's got a Flamer sneaking down the right side. I think Fargo should be able to hold that. He's also got a bunker to fall back on if he needs to. SiZe now bringing more and more units to the mid. SiZe is getting his all-in refinery faster than Fargo. I don't even know where Fargo's Red Guard is. I think Fargo's faltering a little bit here because that supply was late. Second truck was late, and his oil cap is way late compared to SiZe's. Whereas SiZe is playing this pretty solid. Dare I say perfect. Now expanding to a third war factory. Whereas Fargo is only just building his prop. So Fargo's behind in most departments. SiZe has more Battlemasters. 6 against 3 plus a tank hunter. He's got another 3 back here as well. SiZe is one that likes to get all of his upgrades. So he's probably upgrading like the horde bonus nationalism thing from the prop as well. So Fargo did get hold of that, but SiZe is going to capture it back for himself. SiZe only just building a CC despite being level 3, so his artillery is going to be ready soon. And was that the flamer? Ah, that's the flamer that I missed. The Vet 2 flamer got all the way there and has actually killed the oil of Fargo. I think SiZe is 3 to the final. He has too many units out. It's actually unbelievable how SiZe has made it this far, never mind to the grand finals, because SiZe didn't even qualify for the World Series. He entered at last minute. You had to come like top 46 on the ladder, and you entered by saying your rank and your name, and he just entered by saying SiZe top 3 of all time. Not SiZe top 3 qualified on the ladder, just top 3 of all time in brackets. And he's been late past the deadline, playing pretty much every round, and here it looks like he's going through to the finals. The guy is a true legend, and he is stopping Fargo in his tracks. Fargo really tried a flash of excellence on that Forest of Camelot game, but ultimately SiZe is here with a massive army, and I don't think there's much Fargo can do about it. SiZe is even getting more and more XP, eating through more and more of Fargo's units. Fargo's making tank enters, but there's a Gat moving in now. Got ECMs in the mix here as well. Gat is dying actually to the tank enters, but mine drop is coming in probably on the trucks at the back. Or is that a tank drop? It's a mine drop, yeah. Yeah, SiZe is everywhere. SiZe is everywhere. He's going through to the finals. That is it. It is decided. Unless SiZe DCs, unless he disconnects, but I think it's already decided. I think that's already won. Fargo's been defeated, and Fargo is out of the World Series. SiZe is through to the final. That is absolutely unbelievable. What an amazing set. Is that more amazing than Staz against XCal? Oh, I don't know. It's close, isn't it? It is very close. In the end, that was more decisive there, I think, for SiZe. But that China versus Air game was really, really unreal on Forest of Camelot. Really, really unbelievable. High-level play from both players, as we expected. And it will be a big SiZe versus big XCal for the World Series final. Who will win $1,000, which is pretty much second place prize, and who will win basically just over $2,000 or $2,400 or something like that for first place prize. All in all, it was a $5,000 tournament, but there's like prizes for 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th as well. There's like a streamer award and also the prediction contest, just in case you were wondering the breakdown. But that's amazing. It's going to be a World Series final between SiZe and XCal. See you there. I will be streaming it. Watch out for when it will be. We'll do an epic intro as usual, and GG.